Well, hello, and welcome back. I'm Aaron O'Neill. Welcome to the live stream once again. We are going to be going through the same payment stuff that we've been going through. In the last session, I got all the webhooks working, which means that now we can receive payments for the webhook service through itself, which is good. And let's see. What else I was going to say? Oh, this is my first stream as a Twitch affiliate. I have no idea what that means. So you're going to have to let me know because I'm pretty clueless. But yeah, I'm a Twitch affiliate now. I don't think that changes much except that now there's things I'm supposed to do like create meme gifs or some such and then, reward people with them. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see. Oh, sorry for that little signal there. Anyway, before we get started, of course, let's have a quick word from our not a sponsor, Mr. Mountain Dew. Pop top, my friends. It's time to open focus. How nice. Back to regular Dew today. Regular Dew and Baja Blast are definitely my favorites. The Flamin' Hot, like I said, is kind of growing on me, but I don't think it's great. It's just, it's tolerable. And then the Frostbite, no, not so good. I'm going to try the watermelon. I don't expect much, but I'm going to try it. Okay, so, trying to think what we ought to do here. Kind of establish the priorities because there's a lot to do in general. First, let me close out some old tabs. Let's just get some old tabs out of the way so we don't have that cluttering up our view. Oh, I need to watch this episode of JS Jabber. That was one that I ironically wasn't on because it was one that I definitely should have been on because of the whole doing this type hinting without TypeScript stuff. Okay, let's get rid of that. Get rid of this. Okay, we can take this one down. And then, yeah, I think we're almost to the point of, we need to rename these, give them some sort of name. I need to have, I need to somehow separate the examples. It's going to be, I think, a lot of working through documentation and examples this time. And then just going through some of these issues and kind of see what's what. So, hello, everybody. And, as always, feel free to ask questions, disrupt. Okay. So let me first see. I think I want to be able to use the token, but I think it's just printed in the console. It says paid, and then it didn't, the paid bit didn't disappear. And so I'm not sure what to make of that. I might have to do this again. I'll have to double check and see if I actually do anything once it's paid other than say paid. But we should be showing a token in the console if nowhere else. Let's see, do we have the token? Okay, we do have a token response. So I'm just going to go ahead and make a request to the API with the token, make sure that still works. And I guess I need to make, one of the examples I need to make is a client for this, which it is in of itself a client, so that kind of already operates as the example, but I'll need to move that specifically out to somewhere, another repository where we need to clean it up where somebody could use it quickly and easily for themselves. That's what we need to do. We need to get this to be payments in a box, essentially. So first thing, let me just go ahead and use the API. Oh, here we go, right here. Yeah, let's go ahead and try this out as shown here. I should probably have an inspector or some such. But I'm going to go ahead and take my token that I got last time that was in the console. I'll call this my token. Oh, let's get rid of that leading space there. And then I should probably update that as well. Yes. And we're going to do token. Ooh, I think that this might be wrong. I think that's supposed to be bearer. I guess it won't matter. Payment required. Generous expiration exceeded. Oh no. I wonder if it's because I had set the expiration super low in order to be able to test the expiration. Okay, so let's go take a look. And I do have the chat open, so feel free to say hello or something else. Okay, so this one, that's the Webhook client. This one is the dash node, the full node. All right. So let me just check over here and see what was my expiration. Actually, I should be able to get into the database. Give me a second here. Did I make a little utils? I did not. I'm gonna make a little bin directory here. And I'm gonna call it connect PG maybe. Let's see. Bin bash set dash e set dash u. We're gonna need to source .env and .env.secret, and then PG connection string. There we go. Let's take that and then just do PSQL, and then should be able to throw in PG connection string. Oh, there we go. So, come on. Let me just a plus x everything in bin, and then run bin connect PG. Could not be run by the operating system. What did I do wrong? Oh, I did bang hash instead of hash bang. There we go. Cool. And then describe. And I think I should be able to take a look at the token. Let's see. Let's take a look at token and expires at, I think. Expires at. Okay. So, yeah, I have the token expiry set really small, which kind of makes sense. I wonder if I could just update that. Let's see. Update token set expires at equals, and then let's just unexpire all of them. So I'm going to set this for a few days in the future. I forget. I think with Postgres, it's double quotes for values, single quotes for identifiers. But let's just bump this to, say, June. Okay. Oh, nope. Single quotes for values, double quotes for identifiers. So it should be update token, set expires at, like that. Okay, cool. So now let's go ahead and try this again and see if it still complains. No, it does not. Great. This token is about to expire. Interesting. I think so something's still kind of wrong with this. Also, let's pipe this to JQ so that we can get it pretty printed. Ah, we don't have JQ in here. Which reminds me, I need to do another stream on Webby because I am so, I don't know, what, 2 months behind on Webby PRs and stuff now. All right, so we got this warning. I don't know how we got this warning. Let's see, soft quota, hard quota, request count. Oh, I remember one thing I need to do. I need to make sure that the soft quota and the hard quota, if they're set to 0, that they're ignored. Okay, stale at. There we go. So we got this stale at. Cool. All right, that's cool. Let me go get out of here. So I kind of want to take the approach of, let's see, show tokens. Well, let's do tokens list. And then we could do select token expires at, let's see, hard quota expires at from tokens. And then chmod that as well. Let me just see tokens list. Oh no, that's not what I want to do at all. Hold on. Let me update this. Is it dash, maybe dash E? Nope. There's going to be some sort of something. Maybe this, maybe, I'm sure that this will work, but I don't think this is really the way that it should be done, but it's going to work. Or I'm going to be wrong. Okay, so from token, there we go. Cool. And I probably should put a number of uses in there as well, but I'll do that later. But this is actually, I think, really good to have some common queries in the bin folder for examples of things that you'll likely want to do if you're hosting the service for yourself. You can let me know if you've got any thoughts on this as we go. Things that you'd like to see in the examples. I'm also going to walk a little bit faster. Okay, 1.5 miles per hour. That's good. Okay. Oh, I was going to look and see. I need to split out the whole plan bit. That needs to be something that can be passed in. But I was going to look at the hard quota. I think I might already have this here. I just need to document it. There we go. Let's see. Nope. Hard quota. There's got to be somewhere else that I'm checking it, because I have to be checking if things are expired. So where's that happening? Because there's no way that the only place... Oh, because I'm assigning it to something like hard. There we go. Hard and soft. All right, that's why. All right. And I think I might want to change this from hard to hard quota and stuff like that. Let's see. Oh, there's a lot of cleanup to do. Hard quota. Where's a comparison? I'm looking for a less than or a great. Oh, here we are. Because I don't necessarily want everything to have a hard quota. Must be fresh. So plentiful is true if count.soft quota, then plentiful is that. I think I still want... Okay, let's see. Plentiful is equal to false. So it could be plentiful. So if not plentiful, all right, hard quota. How do I want to do that? So, and account.hard quota. Plentiful, plentiful, plentiful. Okay, that should be sufficient right there. So if I don't have a quota set, okay, check for soft and hard quota. Hey everybody, how's it going? Wow. Lots of people joining in tonight. Hey. I was just checking to make sure I have a mechanism. You know, there ought to be a different way to do this. I kind of want to have a function that is check quotas. Yeah, there we go. I like to break this down. So I was talking with Josh recently, and he said this thing about a list should have no more than 7 items. And I think that might make sense for how to think about breaking down your functions. That a function should be a call of up to 7 other functions. Okay, what would happen here? So we could have a warning. So we could say let warning equal check quotas, and then we could pass in what? I guess we could just pass in account. And we take all this, whoops, throw it in here. Take all this, overlay it there as well, and then say if warning, warnings.push warning. And then this could throw, I think, as well. So let me see. So yeah, this can actually throw. And so I should put in here at throws, and then put an at throws up here as well. Oh, right there. Okay. Void cannot be tested for truthiness. Right, because we need to say what this returns, and it returns HTTP error. Right. So, oh well, and that's going to be optional. So that's going to be, let's see, do we put this in brackets? You know, I'm going to go with null. So I'm going to put a question mark there. Because I think return null. Or we could do this sooner as well. Whoops. There we go. Move that back. Check for soft quota. So if plentiful and no. What do you think about this? I guess I'm going to leave that as is for now. But we're going to have, I guess this is more, it's not really an error. I'm going to change this to an any for now. Or, maybe I should create a type. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do quota warning. All right. So let me go take this over here and say we can have, and this is kind of, so we have service types. So types that are only going to be there for the service. And then we have, I think we have something that's on the line of demo merchant types, which this would fall into. So, oops, let's put that there. And then this would be at type def object quota warn. And we've got property. This should be just like an HTTP error. Let me go. I think HTTP error partial, code and status. So I'm just going to union this. I think that's how we do it. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Well, I didn't want to do that there. I wanted to do that here. So then we get code. And then actually that should have message too. HTTP error partial. We should be able to have type string message. Developer friendly. Oops. Message. Okay, and then on this one, the extra property that we're adding is going to be requests remaining. And I would say, oh, whoops, that needs to be like this. And I would say that this is optional because there may not be, that may not be how the quota works. So this is going to be a number if it exists. So the square brackets around it are to denote that it's optional. Okay, so status code, message, requests remaining. Okay, is this good? Let's go back into here and see if that still works out. Okay, yeah, I think that works now. Cool. Oh no, it doesn't like it. Why doesn't it like it? Oh, interesting. Okay, let me go back here. So from HTTP error partial, I'm going to actually take away message because that's already part of error. And I'm going to bring that back down here for this one. All right, now let's see what it says. All right. Okay, why is this one complaining about the message? Okay, I think, let me try this. Jimmy, could we try? Could we just try like this? I'm not. I think I'm going to have to create two types. I think I'm going to have to an error partial, and then have do like what I did with the HTTP error, where there's an error partial and an error. Does not exist. Okay, let me see if I can just get TSC not assignable type error. Right. But I did put throws quota warn question mark return or returns question mark. So it might return. There we go. Let me just run TSC here and see what happens and see if it'll give me the full message and I can understand what it's complaining about here. It's taking a really long time to do that. Holy moly. Why is it not ignoring? Did I not have my tsconfig? Oh, dang it. I probably, let's see, exclude node modules. Yeah, it's excluding node modules. So I probably have to do what, config or something. Config. Well, I don't understand. Why is it giving me all these messages about node modules when I have node modules excluded from my tsconfig? Yeah, I mean, that's just going to take forever. That's not even fun, you know? That's not helpful. Not sure what to do about that. Let's look at this again. Include, exclude. I definitely didn't put it in the include, and I definitely did put it in the exclude, so I'm a little bit confused as to why it was doing that check. Is there something else? Do I have some other tsconfig somewhere else? That's it right there. Maybe I should do that. I don't know. And a little reminder from my bot to myself. So from me to you. If you do find this entertaining or useful or help you fall asleep, remember to give it a little like and sub and follow if you want to. And now there's a Twitch sub button for the first time ever. Somebody could be numero uno. I should probably turn up my headphone volume just in case that happens. I'm not wearing my headphones. They're sitting on the desk, but somebody does sub. I should see the little notification. If that did happen, if I miss it, somebody let me know in the chat because I've got my eye on the chat. Anyway. Okay. Let's try this then. Let's do types.js. Let's try this. See if this works. And if it doesn't, then I might just move on. Yeah, I have the allow JS option. Okay. Try this one more time, and then I'm just going to move on. All right, cannot write file because it would overwrite input. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to go check another project real quick just to see how I have the tsconfig set up in the other project because I don't remember having to do anything special. I don't know why. I wonder if maybe, let's see. Let me npm install -g fix JSON. Let me run fix JSON on tsconfig and see if maybe it's got a problem. Nope, it doesn't. Looks like that's right. So let's see. I think fix JSON has an option to keep the comments. Right, minify, indent. Nope. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so give me just a second here on the other screen. And then, let's see, what is it? Which project? Yeah, I don't have anything where I run TSC. All right, well, I'm just going to let that one go. I think the simplest way to fix this is just to enumerate all of the properties. I'll just make this an object, and I'll just enumerate all the properties. That's what I'll do for now. Okay, so code QRS, R comes first, and then message. Okay. And then let's go back into server.js. Now, here's a lot of people do all sorts of interesting stuff with their vim config, and they have things where it shows, you know, what file you're in, and I just don't do any of the fancy stuff, or even the slightly fancy stuff. But if anybody knows how I tell it to put the name of the file in this bar where it says OK. Oh, let me bring that over a little bit. Oop. Oh, that's interesting. I took it one too far. Let me bring that, dial that back one. There we go. Wait. It's still one too far. Oh, oops. I see what I did there. Because I had this console out too far. I put my Vim out too far as well. Okay. Yeah, if anybody knows how to do that, I'd be interested in maybe setting that up. All right. So this is done. We've got our quota set up. So yeah, we got the check quotas, and I'm going to move this whole bit down to check expiry, and then have it do pretty much the same thing. So I'm going to have check quotas, check expiry, and then you know, also it should be possible that there is no expiration on a token, that a token only has a quota. So we're going to do the same thing, rinse and repeat. So check expiry, and then we'll move this whole thing out. And then that, of course, can also throw. Wait. Let me go grab this. Put this up here. Call it check expiry. So how's everybody doing tonight, and who's on? And this would be also a quota warn. All right, so we're going to have details possibly as well. So let me go here and say we'll possibly have details. And details, I'm going to leave to be an any. This is going to be a similar situation where we're going to have fresh is equal to false. And then we're going to have if, let's see, stale.value of, oh yeah, okay, good. So if stale, fresh is going to be equal to stale is greater than now. If not fresh, and expiry. Actually, here's how I want to do this. I actually want to use the original value, because if something is wrong in the code somewhere else, I want that error to surface more immediately. So we should be able to do like that. 176, unexpected token. What did I do? Oh, no problem there. Just get rid of that. Okay. I don't actually quite like the way that this turned out. Because you know what I think I want to do? I think I want to do this. Let warning, and then all right, yeah, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to say let warning equals null. And then warning equals this. And this should have, okay, not fine, expires in. Expires in is equal to, okay, do we only need this? I think so. Let me put this here. So if there we go. Okay. So there, we're building up the warning there, but we might still throw the error here. Which I could see. Yeah. Okay. It's not perfect. The logic is still a little more convoluted, I guess, than I would like, but I think this is okay. Because something could only have a soft quota and not have a hard quota. I've dealt with plenty of APIs like that. Hey, how's it going? Sir Dies a Lot. Oh, I remember you. By the name, at least. I don't remember what conversation we had. Conversations. Okay, and then remaining is just for this anyway. Quite possibly. Might have been a long time ago. Okay. Okay, so I've got my check quotas and my check expiry. How's the programming going? It goes and goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. Oh, whoops. I'm just cleaning up a little bit of the. So with I'm building a service that has tokens that can expire either through reaching a quota or by reaching a timestamp, and this is meant as a demo that somebody else could use as well. So I was just cleaning it up so that it's possible to not have a quota, because in particular, the service's own token, I don't want to have a quota. And so then if I go back to, I forget what it was, master account, I'd actually like to get rid of this. Stale at, expires at. I need to make sure these are nullable in the database. And then what was I going to do? Soft quota, 0. Hard quota, 0. All right. Now let me go take a look at my migrations. That's probably going to be under DB. Migrations. Add payment tokens. Now let's see. Not nullable, but it can be set to 0. And then stale at and expires at are nullable. Good. So that's just as it should be. So I should go update the types here for probably, well, I'll just check and see what it has and expires at. So this should be date or null, stale at or null, number or 0. Really thankful for OpenCV, OpenGL, and TensorFlow at work. Doing Sobel edge detection in a few lines is incredible. I don't know what Sobel edge detection is, but I'm guessing it is when you are doing something to detect an edge in a picture. I'm going to look that up real quick. Sobel edge. Emphasizing its edges. Okay. Got it. Oh, that's neat. I like that. That looks really cool. I've seen this used. You see this kind of effect in movies sometimes. That's great since the feature is looking for a very small. So this demonstrates one of the things that are very interesting about writing algorithms is typically you want as little information as possible. You want to try to reduce what you're working down to fewer dimensions. So for example, if I wanted to tell if two images were similar, if I could just turn them into black and white pictures like this, and then count just in black and white, just say how many pixels are more than 50% white, how many pixels are less than 50% white, and just count the pixels out of this, I could determine if a lot of images are relatively similar. And then you put a few more metrics, maybe break that down into quadrants, or you can take something that has a lot of information and then you can break it down into something that has very little information, both in the sense that it's very little to store and also very little to process. Well, you say it's bad, but look, it took a color image and it turns it into black and white. So I would say that it is reducing the image considerably down. The algorithm itself may be complex, but what you're left with once it's run its course is something that is much simpler than what you had before. So there's that. Canny reduces the noise, but tiny features can be eliminated as noise. Is that Canny's another algorithm? Okay. It looks like I fixed the treadmill, by the way. The tread's now staying even. Yeah, so Bell has a lot of data remaining compared to other algos. It's all about picking the right algo. Yeah, 100% agreed. Context is king. Okay, so Oh, interesting. I don't know what I was doing there. Whoa. Oh. Oh, okay. I haven't, whoops. I just stepped on it wrong. Uh-oh, what did I do? Oh. Oh dear. One of the pieces came off for a minute. I got it back on. Okay. Like of automotive, Zhang edge detection is king since it can fix edges and road signs that are obscured. Okay. Makes sense. All right. So, what did I want to do here? I wanted to get these demo plans in order. So on trial, monthly, yearly. All right. I got this whole interesting bit of how I'm determining. Yeah, so I just move all this out to a plan, I think. Plans. Okay, what if I can just do let plans equals require lib plans for now. And then if I just move all of this stuff, get plan quota, must be fresh, check expiry. Wouldn't it done like about that? Oh, because that doesn't, it wants me to check it beforehand. That makes sense. All right, let's see. Just gonna go ahead and copy all that for now. Lib plans.js, throw that in there. And then we could do module.exports and then plan.trial equals whatever, and so on and so forth. Okay. Let's see. Something about mess up your data since it tries to recreate edges based on previous signals. It can backfire in other applications. Ah, yeah. That makes sense. So what do you do? Let's see. I'm actually going to move this one down too. I think I'm going to turn this into plan.plans. It makes the typing for it much easier. Get quota equals, oops. All right, yeah, let's do, I'm going to back this up a whole bunch to where I have that object just the way that I prefer to have it, which is like this. And then I'm going to run this forward, but then I'm going to overwrite this. There we go. And then get rid of that because we don't need it. And then I need to go back to the types, and I'm going to have to update this in just a few places. But, oh, do I need to maybe just handle that in that file itself? Yeah, because I tried to make this a type of record, and then, type planner, and that just doesn't make a whole lot of sense when I can just do that property. Wait, hold on. What? Number amount? What in the world? Plan and planner. Plan is, it's a planner. Let's get, what in the world? I'm going to add it. Oh, right. Okay, I see what I was doing there. So I actually just want, let's see. Yeah, so this is plans, but I'm not going to mix in planner. Oh, wait, that is already up there. So maybe, hold on. This is going to be of type record string plan, and it's going to be plans. Okay, and then that's a plan. So let's call this tier instead. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll call it tiers. That's what I'll do. Wow, you work on computer vision machine learning for self-driving cars and quality automation. So does that mean that you are working at one of the big dog companies like Tesla? Or is it just academic or for something else? Okay. Plans. Okay, this will be plan. All right, then we've got the tiers. And then I'm going to call this planner. And then it's going to have property of tiers. Well, I guess we could just do like this. Okay, I think I'll call it plan tier. There we go. All right. So this now should be correct. And must be fresh. Plan dot must be fresh equals. I don't know if this is the right place for this. It's part of this logic, so it should be. Let's see. Roy. Okay, and then in this particular case, we also need let merchant equals requires dot / merchant.js. Actually, I think this is dot / merchant.js. This may not work out. This may actually end up in a recursive, not recursive, cyclic dependency. I'll have to double check on that. But it's okay. Right now, I just need to move it out of server so that it's, let's see, must be fresh. Oh yeah, so now we can get rid of all this now that it's there. I like to, because, bad experiences that I've had, I like to first copy things before I delete them, because if you don't have something in version control or you're in the middle of some updates and you use Vim wrong and you get rid of your buffer, then, well, that's a sad day. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so now we can get rid of those. And now I can go find where must be. So plans dot must be fresh. Or wait, just plan? What? Plans. And then this would have been what? Plan tier. And then this would be dot tiers. So that should work now, right? There should not be an implicit any here. Oh, no, there is. Well, there shouldn't be. Plantier. Could not find Plantier. Okay, I'd have to move that out to my types, I guess. Or we could do import lib plans.js .plantier. Maybe. And then this, can this be happier? Nope, still can't be happy. That's okay. I'll think on that later. Okay. So let's see why this is not happy. So then figure out where's the error message. Okay, here we go. Also needs a plans. Must be fresh here. Okay, cool. Now that's good. So I think this is almost at a point where I'm ready to commit it. All right. Oh, cool. So you work for the company that does everybody. Oh, really? Interesting. I wouldn't have thought that Tesla would be sharing the same code with GM and Ford. Oh, that's neat. Super Cruise, huh? You've worked on a model that adjusts camera settings based on environmental conditions to provide a consistent image to the pipeline. That's cool. I would not want to do work on that, to be honest. Oh, the code is specific for specific clients. Well, but there's got to be a lot of shared code in there. But I would be super scared to do that. The idea that someone's life is in my hands, that's scary. All right, so I do need to split this into two repos. One of these should be the merchant payments demo, and the other one should be the merchant payment service. So dash merchant payments demo is what we'll call this for now. I need to update this to use the new APIs that we've created. And walking is getting tiresome. I think I might stop walking in a few minutes. That was too much. We can't share it between clients outside of concepts. The code base has to be new for each client. That can't be, though. Because, I mean, for example, you're using OpenCV and, OpenGL and TensorFlow. So, I mean, you're not building from the ground up. You're using libraries. And to me, that would be scary to create new implementations every time when you know stuff that's safe and that works. So I'd want to be building up some other libraries that are, and that have the non-proprietary bits that are not specific to that particular client's technology, and make sure that any safety updates get deployed to everyone equally, because it's people's lives that are on the line. That it just scares the daylights out of me. Oh, I don't know if I ever want to get in an autonomous vehicle ever again now. You've ruined autonomous vehicles for me. Thank you. Thank you, Sir Dies-a-Lot. All right. Did we implement this account token status. I don't know if we actually implemented that. Oh, okay. Status URL. I don't think we did. I don't think we implemented the status. We have a status URL. Interesting. Okay, we did implement the status check. Okay, good. So, yeah, I think I'm at the point where I want to commit all this code. Let's see, do I need to add more documentation here? Yeah, I think I want to commit this code now. I will double check. I need to add the few routes that are missing. So, payment accepted. Bless me. All right, create an order. Internal API. I think we actually moved this one. Whoa. That's interesting. Why did it stop? Maybe it overheated or something. Just as well. I was getting tired. Oof. Legal agreements, just how it is. Yeah, I don't. Maybe because it's more profitable to bill clients for more hours, but not because if you release something as a library, then you are free to improve that library and quite possibly required to contribute code back to it. So if you fix a bug in the library, I mean, I don't know. If it were me, I would be looking for ways to make sure that certain things, I don't know what are the domains that are more proprietary versus what are the domains that are more common among all vehicles. But it just seems that re-implementing stuff is to no one's benefit other than the company that's re-implementing it because you have the profit motive. You just, you write the code again and again. But I don't know what this ISO stuff is. 26262. I do know a little bit about, that the AutoSAR sounds familiar. I think I've heard of that before. Over half the time, the dev time is functional safety. I test the cars myself. I get on them with the code. I risk my neck first before I commit. But at 60 miles an hour or at 15 miles an hour? I mean, wow. Anyway, why the heck are you here? Why? It sounds like you are above my pay grade. City roads. Okay. What do I have to teach you? You're out there doing the real serious stuff. Okay, let me see. Where was I at here? I was gonna payments accepted. That was gonna be down. So down here, we're gonna have post. Okay, merchant API. Merchant payment API. Internal service API. Holy moly. Data structures aren't top tier. I just know ML. I have no infrastructure people to help me. Okay. Yeah, maybe I can. I certainly can help with some of that. Okay, let me go back one more time. I think that this is the one that I moved to, yeah, server service. So full node webhooks is what I called it. It does accept API webhooks. Wouldn't it be interesting to have those FSD work as Uber that I don't, FSD work, I don't know what you mean by that, as Uber that takes a dash as payment. Just present a QR on screen, select destination, pay, and off you go. That sounds cool to me. I think that the whole idea of the QR based payments is really neat. I just love the idea of micro payments. You know, we're no transaction fees. Just digital is as good as cash. That I think is really, really awesome. Okay, so there, I don't know how that got deleted. But we wanted this one. All right. And then this one also was going to have API for webhooks. Let me go look at this again. We got the parse payment, we got the relay. Okay, this one. We do have the token header, parse payment webhook, and then the relay hub. Let me look at relay in here. We got the send. Oh. What? Oh, this is not good. We forgot to do res.end in here. Okay, so a little bug. Fixed it. Oh, full self-driving vehicle. Okay, I'm not familiar with the space very much. Usually just pick the best algo for the job textbook-wise and don't look outside the box. Study computer engineering. So computer engineering, here computer engineering is hardware and then computer science is algorithms. Okay, so probably should call end here. So relay webhook, success true. Let's do success true. Okay. All right. So webhook off. You know what that is? And then let's go look at the parse payment webhook. I do want to get all of those standardized soonish. So full node webhook. I don't know what that to do is still hanging around there for. That's probably wrong. Okay, full node webhook coming back. All right, so we've got the address there. Then we got the event is going to be, for example, TX lock. And then we have the Satoshis, going to be some amount. Heck, a lot there. And then TXID is going to be some. I don't know how long the TXIDs are. Actually, I think I'd find that out real quick. Add classes and data structures, embedded system, network circuits, signals, etc. required for my degree. Okay. Yeah, I think that sounds like computer engineering. I didn't go far down the computer engineering track. I'm pretty sure that they do the same entry-level data structures course as computer science does. And then there's probably a bunch of I don't know. Actually, I don't really know all that much about computer engineering. Is digital. What's the digital electronics? So there's electrical engineering, which is analog, and there's computer engineering, which is digital. There's computer science, which is software. Then software engineering, which is systems, and then information systems, which is PowerPoint presentations. That's how we do it. Okay. Just going to go to Insights real quick and just pick any transaction here. Interesting. That's one heck of a long transaction ID. But let me throw some zeros in there for good measure. There we are. Oh, and these do need their quotes, of course. And they may not have trailing commas. That's something that we ought to fix in the JSON spec. There ought to be, trailing commas ought to be allowed everywhere. I don't know why you would never not want trailing commas. I just don't know. I prefer leading commas, but because the visual alignment, it's easier to see whether the commas there are missing. But if you have trailing commas, you don't have to worry about whether the commas there are missing. It's just a delimiter. Okay. All right, receive payment confirmation. Also, why do you even need a comma? Why would a comma be syntactically necessary? Seems any white space should do. Okay, receive payment confirmation webhooks. Yeah, so I think that this actually. Oh yeah, that's right. This should send back address and Satoshis. Let me go back here. Back to the services one. Okay, so this should send back address, should be payment.address, and then Satoshis, payment.satoshis. That makes sense. But what it's going to get is quite a bit more. So if we go back to the README, okay, so this is what comes in. And then also it's going to have authorization, basic, and then let's put in a good, I don't know, 16 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That looks about right. That's enough to hold some information. Oh, and a reminder to my bot, to me, to you. If you like what you like, you get more of what you like. Also, consider a sub, follow, etc. But be warned. So this is kind of one of my low energy streams because we kind of alternate between them. It just happens that way. They're just rhythmic. So there's the low energy and the high energy. So this one, it's just a little bit lower energy, and that's okay. Dang it. Okay, so that was the full node one. And then this is for providing the service. So that's the notifications. And then this one simply has token off. And then, yes, let's get back to that bit there. Register. Did I do this wrong? Oh. There we go. All right, what do we have for r.body here? Rec.body. Just these two? Okay. And then, of course, there's going to be some authorization basic around that. So let me get back to the README. And I'll throw some of the same stuff down here. And then just to spice it up, to be clear that it's different. Actually, let's just do y, 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 y. That's what we'll do. Y is all the way across. Or m's all the way across. I kind of like that idea. Let's just do m. Or m in lowercase m. There we go. And then this should get back, or this should put in the address that we want to listen to, which will put it in some format. Yeah, it'll look like that, regardless. And then the URL that's the target, which should be HTTPS API secret at, I'm just going to put this in brackets to denote that it's optional, example.com API webhooks payments accepted. I think that's actually what I called this one, right? No, this one doesn't have that portion. Okay, so let me go back. Is it here? Does this have that portion? Webhooks payment accepted. Yes. All right. Okay. So both the internal service and the merchant API have this. All right, and the payment accepted, if I'm not mistaken, is exactly the same as this one. So these two should actually be the same. And then this again is going to have some sort of authorization. Let's see, what should we put here? Because these are potentially all different. Actually, this one should be a bearer, if I recall correctly. Let me double check on that. So our token auth is slightly different, yeah. So yeah, this actually should be a bearer token. Okay, let's go back to that then. Okay. So this one also is a bearer. This one is basic. Okay. All right, so I should make a note here. The webhook comes back with either the given username and password in or API and the token. Webhook comes back with either the given username and password as the webhook is authenticated with HTTP basic auth. If a username and either given username and password or API as the username and the token as the password. Or a dummy username. There we go. Oops. There we go. Something like that. Receive payment confirmation. This is the same. Wait a minute. Merchant payment API. Okay, so the merchant's not going to use this. The merchant is just going to use this. But that is true of this. Which part? Yeah, this part is true of that. This part right here. Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm AJ. I am working on, let's just give a brief overview again. So we have this payment service where you can scan a QR code to pay, and I've built around it so that it will have a webhook when the QR code is paid, because there's a full node that's monitoring the blockchain, and more importantly, monitoring the TX locks from the service nodes. And yeah, so I'm just putting some documentation, going to get some examples together. I think what I might do, I'm not sure if I want to do this yet or not. I think I might switch to actually working on one of the services that I want to use this. Well, I guess the payment service itself is the service that I want to use this. So I'm going to document it, and then I'm going to split the repo and stand up the payment service. But it's going to be the work done from here on isn't going to be, it's going to be a little bit experimental, because what we actually really need to do is build a service that somebody would want to use, that's one layer up. So we built this payment service. Now we need to build a service that someone would want to pay for that uses the payment service. And that will likely be Telebit, I think. We will see. Anyway. All right. So I added that information. I'm just going to double check a few things real quick. Yeah, that's all just middleware type stuff. And then we're going to split this into two repos, and we're going to give them better names. Open to suggestions if you have a name in mind. So this is, it's essentially what we're building is the equivalent of, let's see, let me see if I can go find my PayPal lib here. It may not be Publix. I'm not sure if I'm logged in as the right one. So PayPal checkout JS. Maybe we should call it dash checkout. I don't know if that's because it's essentially similar to PayPal checkout, or perhaps does Stripe call theirs checkout as well? Yeah, yeah. So I think we'll probably call this dash checkout. That makes sense because it's similar to PayPal checkout or dash checkout, but for digital currency. I hesitate to say cryptocurrency because cryptocurrency has come to mean not currency, but investment mechanism or a, kind of a vehicle for assets. So, oops. That's why I say digital currency. And it's not to support all cryptocurrencies, it's to support Dash and take advantage of what Dash has to offer, such as instant payments that most of the others don't have to offer. So this is not trying to build something that works across the board. I think that's a great weakness in the quote unquote cryptocurrency space, is trying to be compatible with lots of different things rather than trying to make something that works really well. Anyway, let me get back down to here. So we've got our Hello API, and yeah, we're going to split this out into two different things, and we'll have that account status. Where the heck is that at? Where did that disappear to? So we've got it there. Did we actually build this out? Okay, it's here. Oh, I just didn't. Did I just not see it because there's a few things in the way? Okay. All right, so we've got the account status. We've got the payment address. We've got the plan. We should actually be able to get the plans as well. I'm going to do that real quick. Let's go ahead and add that. All right, our order. Let's go up here and do a little R plans list. We'll call it that. And then let's see. So we could probably do plan.plans, no, tiers.year.hard quota. And then put in soft quota. Oh, also, creatsacraftsmanship.com if you're interested in the whatever talks I've been watching or listening to lately, the good ones, the best of them end up there. All right, so we'll put our soft quota in here. And then, Let's see. Plans.tiers. Oh, whoops. Yearly. Sorry, this should have been yearly. Okay. So yearly, and then put duration, months, even though that's not, there's no such thing as that. Let's say soft duration months and hard duration months. So 12 and 13. Okay, and then we can do the monthly the same. Except we'd switch out yearly for monthly. And then we'll just move these up. Okay, so yeah. Let's move this on up and then we'll rinse and repeat here. Okay, hard quota, soft quota. We'll do 30 and 34. Oh, that's not, so this would be days. Kind of needs a unit to it. I'd like to do just like this. But the funny thing is that you cannot do that with months. Months have to be treated special because there is no such time unit as month. Now, you cannot tell me how many seconds are in a month or even how many days are in a month. Certainly not hours or seconds, etc. Okay. So let's go rearrange that to be days. Could maybe put on their unit, duration unit. I don't want to do that right now. Save that for later. Right now, I just want to get this out so that we can have some sort of API that's complete in this direction. Okay, so that needs to be, whoops, set UTC date, days, date. Autocomplete. Got spooked. Okay, seconds. So similar thing here, except we need to go from monthly to just blank, I think. No. We go from monthly to trial, I think it was. And then we go from date to seconds. And then we go from days to nothing. Which really, we could just do the math on that. Yes. Okay, so oh, we had hours before. Let's undo this a little bit. Let's set this to be seconds, hours. And then we can put the other one really low. So let's go here. Wait, why does it not like this? Oh, missing comma. Okay. And then, yeah, we can have properties here. Hard quota. Whoops. Actually, I want this to be anything that's exported, I like to have snake case. So hard quota, soft quota. And go from Q to underscore Q on these. There we go. Nice. And then we're going to have hard duration, soft duration. And then we can make that months, days, hours. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Months, days, hours. And the one thing that I didn't do that I should have done was to limit these. And you know, another thing that I ought to be able to do is if I want to set the duration lower on purpose, I should be able to set the duration lower. I think that's actually quite reasonable. That makes debugging a lot easier. So what I'll do is I'll check to see if the request body has any of these durations, and if the duration is less than that of what was given, then we can call it okay. All right, so this is soft duration hours. And then hard duration hours, 72. Hard quota. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm surprised that's not freaking out about the possibility of not existing. Oh, interesting. Maybe it knows that in that particular, yes, it knows in that particular instance that it does exist. That's why it's not freaking out. Great. That's awesome. Okay, so we've got trial, and then we'll have another tier called once. And this soft duration will be 30 seconds, and the hard duration will be 60 seconds, and we could change that to be 600. What was it down here? Let me go back up, and then a little bit down again. There we are. Right here. So again, we'll change trial to be once. Oh, and this should be hours. Hours, hours. Okay, so it's not working the way that I thought it was. Maybe the type checker is just not running period right now for some reason. But I do want to change the duration to be something that we parse and then be able to set it with something like an M. Well, that would be minutes. Maybe capital M? Month? Just call it blank month. I think capital M could do. All right, hard quota, soft quota. And then we're going to set seconds here. Hours to seconds. And then we're going to put that up here. Two and three. Then we say our duration is an hour. I kind of like the idea of doing quota hard, quota soft, rather than having it put out like that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We have the option to do it. Let's do it. So I'm going to replace all instances throughout this file of hard quota with quota hard. Oh, wait, maybe not. Dang it. Yeah, I think we've already established hard quota in the database, so maybe not. Let's do as few new bad changes as possible. Yeah, in fact, let's go find out where we're using hard and then fix that. Plan quota. Hard quota. Lib plans, lib table token, plan quota. All right. Oh, that's such a hard word to type. Go ahead and fix those couple of things there. Yes, that is what I meant. Thank you very much. Scary places. Okay, cool. So I think we did away with the places where hard was being used incorrectly. All right, let's check one more time. Hey, wait, no, we still do have, okay, under token reset, let's go ahead and check that. So we have hard quota, soft quota. All right, so I'm going to look for hard without hard quota. That's what we need to do. Okay, so plans. We still have at least one instance under plans where that's the case. Okay, hard. Soft quota. There we go. That's good. Okay, cool. So now I think we're really closing up on time to commit this. I should add that new API in here. So basically, we should be able to inspect should be able to look at plans, and we should be able to get back. I like always returning an object. In this case, maybe that doesn't make sense. And this would be just a get. So we're just going to get. And then we're going to get back. Well, I guess I could go grab what it is. That was in lib plans, yeah. So let's see if we can do this. I'm actually going to try to see if the formatter will work for me if I just put it in a JS, or if I put it in a JSON block and do this. Yay! It does work. So then I can take that, move that over here, paste it, indent it again, and again, and again, and again. Cool. Duration, quota. Oh, whoops. That's not what I want to do. This one. There we go. Same thing here. Duration. Oops. There we are. I'll stick those together. I'm going to put them in logical order rather than alphabetical order for this example. Okay, soft quota, hard quota. Got it. Okay, so that all looks good. I need to move my feet here for a second. I need to find a better location for the treadmill. So I can switch back and forth more quickly and not have to plug and unplug and all that. Let's see, what am I doing? Right now, I'm just going to move it over here. Leave it there. And let me get my standing pad back out. There's my standing pad. Okay. There. Okay. And now I need to lower the desk a little. About 4 inches or so. Maybe lower the camera a little as well. Let's see. Yeah, that's about right. Alrighty. Whoops. Oh. Give me just 1 second here. Okay. That was a message from my buddy that I think that came up on this screen for a second. I don't know why. It should have come up on the other screen where it last was. But anyway, he and I, we have our own, third grade sense of humor. Okay. All right, so that one's good. Token status. I think that's correct. And that would go for any API I would want that. We've got the plans. I guess we could move this into the merchant API. Okay, yeah, this is just going to be reduplicated, so that's fine. All right, so I think I'm just gonna rsync this over to locally because I don't actually have my credentials on this computer. So I'm gonna rsync locally to grab this code. Let me see if there's anything else that I want to do here. I think we've got just one last check on these APIs. So we've got the hello API there. Let me just go check in the README real quick. Did we say anything about, we didn't say what hello gives back. And we didn't say that hello requires authorization. Let me authorization, make sure I put the colon in all of those. Sometimes I forget that. So authorization bearer. That's where the token goes. And then server file. Oh no, I've got too many things open. I don't know what to do. Now this is actually, this is fine. This is just fine. All right. Wait a minute. Cores, public plans. Oh wait. Hold on. This should go here. This there we go. And let's see if this works. In theory, it should. In theory, I should not need, whoops. Let's do fetch API public plans. And let's see if we get that back. Good. Failed to load the response. No data given. Well, that's not what I was expecting. So take a look at our plans list here. Oh, yes. Doesn't give anything back. That would be why. So plans.tiers. I think. So we try this again. And then preview on this one. Good. Sure. Which means, okay, so that's good. We've got the hellos there. I don't know if we did the payment address or not. I've got the account plan. Okay. Cool. And of course, this one's also going to need authentication. Won't work without it. Oh, wait. No, it will, because you can just put the token in there. Interesting. I guess because I wanted it to be a get. I don't know why I did it that way. I don't know why I didn't have it be something that goes through the bear. Okay. Maybe because I wanted it to not error out the way that authentication would. I don't know. If it's a wrong token, give a better message. Something like that. All right, so we've got bear. Now, what was that hello actually going to do? Get hello stuff. I think that actually was the same thing as status, basically. Oh no, it gives you back. Yeah, it gives you back your account. Kind of the same thing. What was the status one? R check token. Huh. Oh, I see. Yeah. So if that throws, just don't get anything back. That doesn't make sense. I don't know why I would have done it that way. Whatever. Yeah, there's some stuff that comes back. It doesn't matter what it is. All right, so we've got documentation up to date. I'm just going to move on from this at this point so I can split it into multiple repos. I'm going to go ahead and sync that over. We're going to give these things interesting names, and then we're going to move forward. So basically everything under lib. Let me bring this over here. So here's what we got. Package. Whoops. Bring that up. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Bring it back. Okay. So yeah, we'll add package, we'll add server, we'll just add star.js probably. We'll add tests, token reset, we'll add webhooks. We'll add bin. And then what were the last few things? Whip, maybe? I kind of want to make a PR for this. Merchant SaaS. And this is just huge. It's not even worth going over. Um, Oh no, what's going on here? Oh, I need to go into my config and I need to change it to be get at instead of https://. Okay, good. So we got that. I'm going to bring that in as a PR, and then we're going to split this into two repos. We're going to have -checkout, and then we're going to have -checkout demo. That's what they're going to be. Well, maybe three. We're going to have -checkout demo, and I don't want to call the other one -checkout because it is going to be I don't know what to call it. Anyway, here's the Webhook client. Probably actually want to put a little bit more description here. Okay. Add webhooks such that the merchant, okay. This now functions as a demo for the merchant service itself. That sounds confusing. Never mind. We'll split repo momentarily. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and one commit from this branch will be rebased and added to the base branch. That's weird. Hold on. Let me just double check here. Get checkout main. Get pull. Get checkout merchant SaaS. Get pull. Get rebase main. I'm just going to do it from the command line. So I'm going to do get checkout main, get rebase, merchant SaaS, get push. And that should close this out. I find GitHub's UI to be confusing because it's based on the very, very, very early days of Git. And they just haven't really brought it back. Oh no! Okay. So now let's split this into two. There's going to be dash merchant service. Actually, you know what? This is going to be dash checkout. That's what we're going to rename this to. We're going to need a new repository that we are going to, we're just going to create a clean fork of this in just a second. So we got dash checkout and we got dash payment webhooks. I'm going to double check on that. But this is going to be dash merchant services. Okay, and I'm going to call this the back end for dash checkout. It's not really the back end. The service side of dash checkout. Let's see. Let's go with dash checkout. If you'd like to run your own full node. Well, maybe actually, yeah, we're going to split this out a few times here, it looks like. Okay, but I'm going to keep that there for now. So we're going to have dash checkout, and then we're going to create dash checkout demo. A hello world for dash checkout. And then Ryan, now would be the time to talk about the MIT license when you've got a chance. This really should be the MPL. Really, really should be. And I'd love to chat with you about why that is and the problems that having MIT as the license represents. Let's see. World style app for dash checkout. Okay. And then what we're going to need is part of the bin for this. Oh no, I didn't want to put the license in there. Dang it. I'm just going to delete this and then redo it. So delete this repository. Yes. Use security key. Boop. Hey, it works. All right, so we're going to dash checkout demo. A hello world style web app for dash checkout. Okay, we're not going to add anything there because we're just going to push this up. All right, so what I'm going to do is locally, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rename dash webhook client to dash checkout, and then I'm going to rsync it. Actually, I can just bring this over again and let you see what I'm doing here. So I'm going to rsync dash checkout as dash checkout demo. And then might as well go ahead and move dash, what do we call it? Webhooks, something or other. Okay, let's see what was dash hook. Is this what I think it is? Yeah, dash coordinate. I got it. Dash hook server. Whoops, just dash hook. Let's go ahead and pull this. What's going on here? Oh, yeah, let's go ahead and just stash that. Pull. Okay. And then I'm pretty sure this has, yeah, it's got the exec in it and everything. So this one we're going to rename to dash, was it dash merchant services? Is that what we're doing? Okay, the dash checkout demo. What we're going to do there is we're going to remove the origin and re-add it. So let me go into that. Dash checkout demo, get remote, remove origin, no, remove, I think it's just RM. Get remote, add origin, boom. And so then we should be able to push origin main. Okay, good. And then let's go check out. So this, we should be able to refresh this. And this is Merchant tools for accepting dash payments. Let's just call that tools for accepting dash payments. Or just for accepting. There we go. There we go. And then dash merchant services, right. $17. Let's go ahead and take a look at all of these. I think it shows them in order that they've most recently been committed to. Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm AJ O'Neill. I'm working on some tools for Dash, the Dash incubator specifically. All right, vote collector, all that stuff. All these things are kind of old. All right, so these are the new bits. Okay, I might take a break soon and then come back to this later. But essentially, what I want to whittle this down to is the bits that are the most interesting. So this checkout demo, this is going to be the Hello API. And what we're going to get rid of out of here is we're going to get rid of all of this stuff. So internal service API, that we don't need. We want the API for how to pay, demo merchant API. So this is dash payments dash checkout demo merchant. Merchant app. This web app represents a store that uses dash checkout in the same way so just like eBay and Etsy. I guess eBay changed how they stylized their name, what, 5 years ago now? I'm never gonna. Okay, so it's just all lowercase now. Got it. Okay. So just like eBay and Etsy, is Etsy changed its name too? I guess technically speaking, Etsy and eBay aren't merchants, they're marketplaces. What would be a good example of a merchant? I don't think we have those online. The internet doesn't support that. Okay. Dash checkout. Yeah, it probably needs an even better name later on. Dash checkout demo. I mean, put it maybe in, I don't know what. Is similar to PayPal and Stripe checkout, but for Dash. Digital cash. In the same way that eBay merchant, we mean a site that sells stuff. Okay. Quick. Let's see. Words. Words are hard. Naming things and saying things in the same way that eBay and Etsy are. No. Pay to quickly and easily. Okay, here we go. In the same way that PayPal checkout allows you to let other checkout SDKs allow you, allow sites like eBay and Etsy to quickly check, make it easy for you to purchase from them in fiat dash checkout makes it easy for your customers to purchase from you in digital cash. How about that? Okay. So the way that we could make a subscription service work for this, by the way, is again with webhooks. Because what we can do is we can have in the demo, you can have your email, your phone number, and a webhook. Well, what we can do is we can have a webhook be sent that is a reminder of when it's time to pay. And that webhook could include a new address to pay to. And so if you have a monthly service, rather than them automatically deducting from your credit card, they could send a webhook and you could have a wallet for Dash that accepts webhooks. This is something that's key. This is something that doesn't exist yet, as far as I'm aware, at all in the cryptocurrency / digital currency space, but needs to exist very, very much. Which is you need to have a way that you can have. Well, I mean, it could go either way, custodial or non-custodial. But if the software is open source, then it doesn't matter which it is because you can run it yourself. But there needs to be a way for you to be able to automatically pay and be able to manage who you're automatically paying. Because you could basically, you could just say, I don't accept webhooks. You'd only accept webhooks that have been authorized. That'd be kind of like an OAuth 2 process, right? So that's number one. And then number two, you could see a list of the webhooks that you're receiving, and you could just decide, hey, block this one. Don't take payments anymore from this API key, because you can give the API key in your webhook, right? So you could say you generate one API key per service that you're integrating with, and then it could. And this is just such a better system. There's I mean, just overall, imagine, and I would love to see this with Dash Direct. Okay, imagine, I mean, I would love to see this with something like Dash Direct. Imagine that you were to swipe a credit card. This does not exist today. And that it were the swiping the credit card rather than it just being approved, send out a webhook to your wallet system that manages your money, and then that wallet system could either approve or deny the charge. So it wouldn't have to add really any extra time through the authorization process, but just if that gets hit, when it goes to check the balance, before it replies back with the balance, let it send out a webhook, see if that card is authorized for that merchant, for that charge, and then go back. And you could even have this where, just like it does today, it denies the charge initially. You get an email or a text message or something like that. You go and approve it. Say, this is an approved merchant. So you could do gray listing on all purchases. Say, this is an approved merchant, and then run the card a second time and then have it succeed. So that's something that I think would be really, really interesting. And I would like this to get to that level. I think there's a lot of stuff like that. Anyway, so let me get back to thinking on this. Now, I don't necessarily want... So I kind of want merchant payments in a box. One of the things that I don't like about PayPal checkout and Stripe checkout is that they have you write lots of code that is fairly well understood. I mean, it's not really their space to write this code, but I think from my perspective, I want to write as much code as possible for someone so that they could use dash checkout in the browser, but they could also use dash checkout on their server because it's essentially all the same things over and over again. This is something that I don't understand. I don't understand why it doesn't exist to have payments and users should be integrated. There should be some sort of out-of-the-box system, because anytime you start a web app, you're going to want to make money off of it eventually, right? And as far as I'm aware, there are no frameworks where it gives you users and payments out of the box. And I've talked to, I don't remember on which side, probably people on both sides, but specifically, I was talking with somebody that does user management. And I was saying, whoever comes up with the user management system that integrates payments it's going to be big. And they just kind of looked at me odd, or there was an awkward pause. I don't know if they actually looked at me. It might have been a phone call, but they just didn't get it. But you tell me, right? If you build something, if you could get users and payments out of the box, wouldn't that be ideal? Isn't that the way that you would want to have it work? And it's not like your user profile is going to be something that's highly specific. It's the same thing everywhere. You got a nickname, you got a public user ID, potentially a nickname or the display name, whatever you want to call it. You've got the profile picture, you've got the bio. There's a few things you might tweak. How many characters do you want to limit to, et cetera, et cetera. But the core essence of what you want with a user is pretty much always the same. Once you get into breaking it down into multiple profiles and user switching, then you start to get into the things that are more specific. But if you're just looking at, you log into an app, a user has access to some stuff that they created. That's not really unique. There's not a lot of knobs to twist on that. And same thing with payments. Whether you're using Stripe or PayPal or you're integrating directly with merchant services so that you don't have to worry about the kinds of things that you have to worry about, specifically with Stripe and PayPal, where they can just freeze your accounts without warning and without any real reason. Um, you basically have the same things. It's either a monthly subscription, or it's a product tier, or it's a service, a one-off service-based tier. So there's not a whole ton of. I mean, I could be wrong about this, but I don't think that there's millions and millions of ways. I mean, you can make millions and millions of ways to configure these things, but if you kind of take a look at PayPal's API, eBay's API, Shopify API, there's you can come out with a basic storefront API that people could use that doesn't need a whole lot of a fairly low code solution. Let's say you can put in a few configuration variables and hit it off, and then you could go and you could edit that later as needed. But you could generate the boilerplate that does what needs to be done. And so that's one of the things that I'm hoping to do with Dash Checkout is be able to. You're not going to find, if you go to PayPal Checkout, you're not going to find an SDK that gives you the SQL schema. But why not? You don't have to use that schema. You could back it off, but why not provide here's the SQL schema for products? Check a box. What do you do? Products, services, um, uh, SaaS. Okay, generate the SQL for those things. Or potentially you could use a non-SQL database, but anyway, that's kind of what I'm thinking about here. So I don't know what all this needs to be. I'm going to go ahead and leave this. The demo will have, for sure, the demo will have this. I want to move more of the SQL into checkout as optional that you could use, but you don't have to use. Yeah, so there's that webhook. There's payment address QR. Let's see. And there was something I was thinking about a few weeks ago about user payments. I need to remember. Okay, get the QR code, account status. Congratulations, Nerd Next Door. You have submitted an empty space. I see your empty space, and I raise you acknowledgement. Okay, so we're going to have some plans. We're going to have some status on the token. So we're going to have payment accepted. So this is basically, yeah, that's what this needs to be trimmed down to. And what we're going to do here for this demo is we're going to get rid of congrats on affiliate. Yes, thank you very much. I don't know what I'll do with it yet, but it's gonna be awesome, as they say. Oh, somebody just, oh no, I see a thing, and somebody did a thing, and I thank you very much for doing the thing, but unfortunately, the chat window was in front of the thing. Maybe, oh, that's weird. Let's move this up here. Well, that had a really cool animation to it. So I'm thinking that may have been first sub. And if that is the case, thank you very much indeed. And now, maybe I should just move this over here. Bitted? Oh, okay. I don't even know. I don't even know all that. Yeah. So somebody needs to take me under their wing and teach me the ways of the Twitchiverse. So now that I'm an affiliate, now I'm committed. I got to learn. I don't know what bits are. I've heard of them. I've seen them on someone else's stream. I don't even actually know. I don't know what they are. I don't know what a bit is. I don't know what that means. But I thank you. 1 bit is 1 US cent. Okay, so it's a tip jar basically. Nice. Thank you. That feels good. Okay, so we don't need any of this stuff, right? Because we're not going to be providing the. Okay, good. So we're just going to go ahead and get rid of this. And then I'll go ahead and get rid of these swap files here. Probably don't need that diff. Probably don't need this test SQL. Whoops, dang it. What is it? This actually be one of those things that'll be good to put into the bin, I think. Ooh, a shiny dollar. My first dollar. That's a nice round number. I'm gonna go tell my wife. I'm gonna text her right now. No, I'm not gonna text her right now. Just in case she's trying to sleep or something. I don't know if she's got her phone on silent mode. Okay, so we're not gonna do that right now. What else are we gonna do? So we got that merchant file here. We're gonna move that over eventually. We'll figure this out as we go. From the types, I can probably remove, I can remove this stuff now. So we'll get rid of that for now. Figure out some of this other stuff as we go. Okay, so I'm just going to call this refactor because this is kind of I'm actually going to call it a feature. It's going to be remove merchant services code or remove non-checkout code. It's kind of a reverse feature, but I'm going to call it a feature. And let me make sure that this is the correct. Well, it doesn't matter. If it's wrong, I'll just force push. Woohoo! Oh, sorry if that was a little bit loud in anybody's ear. All right. So, get checkout demo. Good. Good, good, good. All right, so now let's go back to dash checkout. Oh, and I need to go remove, or not remove, I need to go, where was I? Here. I need to rename these things now, and then I got to restart some stuff. So dash webhook client is now dash checkout demo. I think that's the appropriate name for that. And then we should be over here, dash checkout demo. And then we're going to run that again. And then I think that we need to take a brief trip into serve dub, because yes, now again, we have to rumruff dash hooks and then redo it as dash checkout demo. Okay. So now if we go back and refresh this page, this is dash hooks. Cool. So everything is still up. No! I brokenated something. Oh, I bet I know what I brokenated. Actually, I have no idea what I brokenated. Let's try this again. Oh, and actually, let's make sure that we're on the right repo. Because this is going to need to be not dash webhook client, but dash checkout demo. Is what we want it to be. I'm going to do reset dash hard. And I'm going to just rough lots of stuff here. Dot star dot sw star lib bin star.js star.sql. Just get rid of it all. And then check out and then pull. Cool. All right, now I'm also suspecting that what I just did there totally broke some stuff, because what I didn't do is I did not remove this right here. So that needs to be removed. And then this needs to be, we'll fix this and say remove use of non-checkout code. There we go. Wait, the bro code. The bro code. I'm missing what the reference for that is. I mean, I have a copy of the bro code, which I don't know if it's legal to sell anymore. I think they'd get woked out of existence. Yeah, that'd be very interesting to see how they walk all of that back. Yeah, TV shows that couldn't exist today. By the way, there's some real hardcore bro code stuff out there. Buddy of mine once told me about this book. I don't remember the name of it, but basically it was it's legitimately for pickup artists, and it was scary. I did not finish it because it was cringe. But I bet a lot of the techniques work. Just kind of one of those things where you kind of straddle a moral line. Well, some of it you go way over the line, but some of it is just kind of when you mess with psychology, even if you think you're doing it with good intentions, when you psychologically manipulate someone, I mean, even just what we naturally do in dating, where you're nicer than you normally are, in part honestly because you feel better than you normally do, but it just builds false expectations and messes stuff up. Did I show that book to my wife? Absolutely not. In fact, I think I had it completely removed from my Audible. Not just because I had it refunded. They typically don't. I don't think they do refunds at all anymore. At the time, they would still do refunds. Or maybe it wasn't Audible. Maybe it was iTunes. But I think I had it completely removed from my history, because it is. Yeah, there's some. It's kind of the anarchist cookbook for. I think dating is too generous of a term. Well, anarchist cookbook for hooking up. That would not be too generous of a term. And the author presented it as if, I don't know. I'm not even going to go into it. It's not worth it. Okay. This is worth it. All right. So we've got that stuff there. And yeah, so this is good. So this, if we just refresh this, and we hit here, okay, unexpected end of JSON input. Let's go ahead and take a look at, what do we get here? Cannot find module. Well, that shouldn't be a problem. Oh, did I not pull? All right, let's try one more time. Okay, let's see. Failed to register webhook, but why? All right, let's see if this gives us any more. Oh. I wonder. Let's look at 215 and then walk back to 98. Okay, server 215. Webhook base URL. So we should be able to look at this and see what's going on. Oh! Wait. Payment accepted. That should be able to work. Yeah, I'm not sure why that wouldn't work. Let's go ahead and investigate a little further. Let's give ourselves a clean slate here. And then see if we can figure out. It might be one of the things that I changed. Okay. Cannot post to... Oh, I know why. Because now we're going to need to run more of that code over here as well. That is right. Okay, so we're not calling this dash hook anymore, though. Now we're going to call this dash merchant services. And so that means I'm probably going to need to update some systemd or maybe a dash hook. Is that not in there? Dash node. I think I called it dash node at one point. Oops. Ah! Nope. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay, so dash merchant services. And then I do actually want to rename this to, oh no, dash merchant services, maybe? And then sudo system control daemon, no, restart dash merchant services. I did not expect that to work. Stop dash node. Is that what it was called before? Sudo systemctl daemon reload. Okay, cool. So I think that was correct. Yeah, npm run start. That seems about right. Okay. So I do want to pull in more from the other code that I wrote and bring that back together. The minimum that I need to do right now would be... I kind of want... I think... Maybe it would actually still make sense for right now Well, let's see. I think I've got Caddy set up on here. Sales for the bro code just skyrocketed. Do they even sell it anymore? So I'm talking about the bro code from my best friend. No, my how I Met Your Mother. Let me check this out. Yeah, Barney Stinson. And I don't think I remember a darn thing about that. Apparently there are some other things called the bro code, which most all look worse. Oh, okay, this one is the same. Oh, okay, it's just a riff off of. Okay. Uh, all right. Anyway, let's see. I have caddy file. All right, let's see how I've got this. Got dash node, which is a good name. Let's have a dash merchant services. No, I don't want to. Yeah, I do want to call it that actually. I want it to be exactly the same. We're going to have dash merchant services be exactly the same. But we're going to have one that is slightly different, maybe, which is that we're going to have a few of these APIs go to a different no, there's a legitimate bro code. Well, not, there's an illegitimate bro code. There's a few different variations, but yeah, there's bro code by Barney Stinson, which is hilarious because, well, just the whole premise that he's this ladies' man, but in real life he's a man's man. If you know what I mean. Let's see. Okay, so these ones we're going to have go to a different port. I guess we could do this on both, really. Okay, but we don't want we want these to go on a different port. Let me go see what was the recommended port that I had for this. Where's the example.env? Oh, I probably need to add more things to that. We don't even put in the port that we did for this. Port 3274. I think we're already using that one, aren't we? Isn't that what we're already using over here? 3274. Now let's do 3275. Or let's see. DA, what's MS? I open up my phone here. M is 6 and S is 7. So we'll do 6, 7. Okay, 3267. Dams, y'all. There we go. Or maybe we could do DS, MS. Let's do that. Dash. Okay, so we'll set it up that way. And I do want to move code. It's going to be common code in here anyway. And I need to go check out my duck DNS. I'm going to go do that real quick. See what happens if I sign in with, I don't know which. Now that I've got a Stripe demo there. No, that's not what I want. Let's go to log out here. Let's see if I sign in with Google maybe. Nope, that's not it. I don't actually know what account I used for the Dash merchant services. I mean, I guess I can just go through all of them. Oh, okay, here we go. I've got a Dash test, a Dash vote. Let's see. A Dash node. I don't actually want to get rid of Dash test yet. I've got Dash hooks, Dash node, Dash test, Dash vote. I got rid of Dash vote because that's done. No, I'm not. I'm not going to get rid of that yet. So we're going to take Dash node. I'm just going to add the test domain or the Dash merchant services. That's the domain I'm going to add. And I'm going to update the IP address to the appropriate IP address. Updated. Okay, cool. So here we are. Have I ever tried canned oxygen? It seems like something I would have tried. It seems like something I should have tried, but to be honest, I don't recall. Let's see here. Okay, so now if I do restart caddy, I should be able to access this also as Dash merchant services. Not yet. Okay, let's go check that caddy file. Because you know what? I bet it's messed up. I have a really good idea why it would be messed up. Because it's probably still looking for the file, or its root. It's probably still looking for, yeah, let's see. That's probably not in the right place anymore. Let me go check. Dash hooks. Yeah, let's. Too many names of different names for things, but I'm glad I'm fixing it. Okay, so let's go back in here and we're going to rename the dash hooks .duckdns.org to dash merchant services. That one's going to change. That one's going to change. Okay, let's restart this again. And let's see if that gives us this. No. I think I'm doing something wrong. Might be more wrong than I realize. Okay. Is there dash merchant services? Is there public? There's not a dash merchant services public. Interestingly enough. Makes me think I did something wrong. Let's just look in my home directory here. What have I got? That looks about right. Okay, well, let me try. How do we get the public bits? Okay, I'm going to try this. I'm going to git clone. I'm going to do git at github.com dash hive dash checkout. All right, and we are going to, let's see, we got some stuff there. We're going to start a new screen here. It's like a can't, what? Is, so we have oxygen bars around here. I've wanted to go to one. I think they're pretty expensive, but I think the basic idea is you get a little bit of a buzz from having too much oxygen. You get a little bit of a temporary high of some sort where you just, I don't even know if that's really the right way to put it, but because oxygen's pretty natural, right? But you get a sensation of greater well-being and elation from having enriched uh, blood flow. Uh, okay. Oops. Okay. So I'm being here. And now let's go ahead and we're going to say, let's update this to have port in here. So port is, I don't remember what I said. Well, I'll just put in what's in here. Maybe DACK. C would be 2, and then K would be, JKL, is that 5? DAC. Dash checkout. DAC. Sure, let's do that. So I'm going to put the port in there. Okay, so set default port to 3225. Oh, whoops. Let's go in a fish here. Why not? I don't have to deal with that one. Okay, cool. All right, so then we'll again edit the caddy file. We'll do dash checkout public. Or no, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to update the merchant services to have a public file that points there. So let's do that. Dash merchant services, and we're going to do public, and it's going to go to dash checkout public, because I'm not sure how exactly I'm going to do this yet. We'll get there. Oh, whoops, that was not the right thing to do. I always get the target and the source confused, and even those names, target and source, are difficult to reason about in this. Because is it the target of the link, or is the link the target that you're creating, you know? Because I think it is, you link from the source of where the link points to, the target of the link is the source, to the target, which is the link itself. Anyway, there we go. Now I think if we refresh this, no, come on. All right. What is going on here? All right, let's try this one more time. Come on, work with me, Caddy. Work with me. Oh, I probably have to restart. Oops. Oh, and also I do have the wrong root. Because I should have home app. There we go. Okay, this time I think it's going to work. All right. And I also need to change the prefix. And let me see how I was running this. Because basically I'm just going to do the same thing. Yeah. I'm going to go do that over here. And I think server service. I think we're going to do checkout B is merchant services. Push dash view origin merchant services. Okay. Great Wolf activated. Oh, that just sounds funny. I added that because after I was laughing, I realized that I don't really know what that's in reference to or why it's funny, but it does sound funny. Okay, so we're going to do this, right? Okay, we need to install. Oh no. Oh. Oh, indeed. Hmm. Oh, darn. There's a number of things that we're going to have to do on this, huh? To get this working. Okay, so for right now, then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to back that out to do, no, I'm going to call this note to self. Yeah, I didn't do anything with this yet. I can delete it. That way, when I do get status, I'll see note to self. And then I'll know what I was doing there. See? Eh? Okay, so we're going to run it over on this server where the database is already set up and everything. That's what we're going to do. And a reminder from me to you. No, from me to you. A reminder from me to you. If you like what you like, you get more of what you like. So consider a thumbs up, sub, follow, etc. Some bits maybe if you want to. Mm-hmm. Let's see. So yeah, I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna get clone. Let me just go ahead and do the same thing I was doing here. Get clone. No. What? No, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I did before, is it? I'm gonna exit. Really? Oh, that's strange. Okay, I guess that's what it is. So I'll just type that out again. GitHub.com -hive, oops, dash checkout. Oh, right. Maybe I will just put my key on this computer. What could possibly go wrong? Dash checkout. I'm going to call it dash checkout merchant because I'm going to check out the merchant services branch. Hit checkout merchant services, and we're going to change. Do we have IP show IP address? Can I just? Hey, there we go. Okay. So what's my address on this thing? Is it this one? Which is, will the real IP please stand up? I think it's that one. Yeah. All right, so we're going to change dash merchant services. No, we're not. Yes, we are. Okay. I'm not sure what we're going to do. Ah! Woof! Bless us all. Okay, maybe I should just take the time to go get it set up on the other server. I think that's what I should do. Okay. Gotta move this towards the production system. Yeah. Hey, Ryan, do we have a domain that I could use for this that's legit as we start to get this set up for real? And some sort of um, I don't know. Let's chat. Let's chat. Let's figure this out. Because I think what I ought to do is just get this all set up on probably just a new server, a fresh server, go through the process of setting up the full node again, have both the full node server and the merchant services server run on the same server, and then be building out the dash checkout demo a little bit more in a way that I'll be using it with Telebit. So tell me what you think about that. Let's see. Okay, but for right now, if I just take the same, okay, dash, wait, what? Hold on. What is going on? Oh yeah, okay, so dash checkout demo. Let's copy those over here. And then let's do that. There we are. This watch exec. Let's bring that over here. Boop. Okay. Oh, and then, yeah, we need to install dash CI so we don't get BOGO random. Okay, so now that's on 3225. But actually, let's wait on that for a second. So I'm going to need to change, let's see, server services. Let's go ahead and say DSMS, DSMS, DSMS. I'm going to prefix that to all of these. Okay, and then I guess I'm going to have to change Webhook base URL. API base URL. Let's say that we did that. Then I'm going to change a few things here. So Webhook base, let's go see where that's used. Webhook base. Let's just say like that. Okay. And then where's the part where it's going to set up Base URL. So send my own base URL to webhooks. No. Full. Oh, that's not there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so that's fine. And then maybe anywhere we have base URL, API is kind of implied there. Now. Well, not implied. Now it's explicit. Oh, wait. Nope. Dang it. It's not quite right, is it? Okay, that one's okay. Where was this one? Do we have any other all caps URL? No, we don't. Okay, so we're going to go with that webhook base URL, but then that also means for this service, full node, okay, DSMS. This is just so I can route it differently with Caddy. All right, so we're going to say, there's my Caddy file right here. Where's my Caddy file? Oh, I put it in the root. Meh, whatever. Okay. So then we're going to say DSMS is going to go to 322, what was it, 5? And then, so that's, oh. Interesting. There's dash hooks. Let's go ahead and do that one. And then what else? We got dash hooks. That's it. That's all we got. We just got dash hooks. Okay, great. So let's go here. Restart Caddy. But then here, same thing. Our webhook base URL. It's going to be DSMS. Oh no! I got hacked! What do I do now? So you gotta explain me the Twitch culture. What does this Mimoto represent? What does the hack Mimoto represent? Call the president. I will. Yes, Mr. President, we've been hacked. Oh, let's move this back a little bit. There we go. All right, I called the president. What's next? Oh, because you see my tokens. No. These are all just random Junko public tokens. Or not public, but test tokens. So anyway, webhook base URL. So then webhook base URL. Brand. Okay, this one's going to be fine. Okay, so we're splitting these out. Let's see if we can get this work again. I was gifted a sub to another channel with that emote. Just a fun emote. Okay. Cool beans. Yeah, I guess I can make my own custom emotes now. So I have to think about that. Oh, no, gosh. Oh, the Matrix. It's coming through. What is... Oh, it says moist. Oh, what a terrible word. Where's Captain Hammer? All right. Everybody's special in their own way. Everyone's a hero in their own way. Like me and mostly me and you. Okay. All right, let's see if we can get this again. Oh, bother. Now I got to figure out. Okay, no, this is a good 502. This is a very simple 502. This 502 is simply that um, the gateway is not found. This is great. Let's take a look at this again. Let's see. 3225. Let's go ahead and make sure that's listening on 3225. Okay. So let's double check here. So we got /API, and let's make sure that this is all looking good. Okay, API public account trial. That's actually fine. That should be going to. Oh, wait a second. Let me think on this, because now. Yes, this is not the right one. So this one should not be hello API. That's one thing that we need to change here. Okay, this is the wrong one entirely. Let's get that one to go away. We need to get back to dash hooks.duckdns.org. There we go. This one should be working now. Ugh. Okay, so this one's, but this is the helpful 500. Let's go take a look. Go away. All right, failed to register webhook. Let's make it try one more time. And then I think I'm going to call it a night. But heading in the right direction to make this all real. Okay, 502, good. So 502 is saying that it tried to get to here, API DSMS, and it didn't make it, which might mean that I just forgot to update the caddy file. All right, so let me try that. API.dsms. So we got two of these. API is going to the right place. So actually don't care to have that one there, so I'm going to take that away. That should be there. That's good. So let's just double check here. We've got dash checkout demo, and then we got this one. Oh, wait a second. This isn't running. Well, that would explain it. 9 times out of 10, if there's no server running, you'll get an error about a bad gateway. All right, good. Now, well, we still get an error, but perhaps it's a different error. Okay, connection refused. Well, that's a little bit different. Probably because I still have the wrong thing in here. Wait, where is dash merchant services? What? Dash merchant .env.secret, and then otherwise. Nope. Okay. So I'm a little bit confused as to how we could possibly be getting that error. Because that would be the error that we would get. Didn't I just see that? No, dash hooks. All right, payment accepted. So this is what we're registering it for. Okay, but why 3274? Why does it think? Why would Node be connecting on that port? Node should not be aware of that port. Okay. That's over here. On this one. Failed to start dash node. Okay, that's why. That's why. So we need to, let's see, dash merchant services. All right, let's do sudo vim etc systemd blah, 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 blah. Dash node. Nope, that's not the one I want. Oh yeah, this is called dash node. We need to change the name of it. Arr! Okay, sort of dash merchant services. Oh, what's the hammer for? That looks fun. Oh, that's not Captain Hammer. Captain Hammer is different entirely. You, sir, need to familiarize yourself with Dr. Horrible Sing-Along blog. Okay, let's go over here. Dash merchant services. There's the dash checkout thing that we don't need to run. And then sudo journal control zfoo dash merchant services. Still failed to start. Let's see if we can figure out why. Let's just run npm start. Oh, that's weird. Why would it need that? Oops. Base 58 check. Could have sworn we got rid of that. In fact, I think we did. Okay, base 58 check. And then this one is going to be base 58 check dot create. And then we need to go find out where we're using base 58 check. Okay, I think that's all that needed. Let me just make sure real quick that this indeed has an encode and that the encode has similar bits to it. Parts, pub key hash, priv key, and then pub key parts, priv key, compressed. Okay, yeah. Let's just make sure that that is the way that is indeed used. Pub key hash version. Yeah, that looks right. Okay, cool. So fix, finish swapping. There we go. And then let's try the restart again. There we go. Still failed. All right. That's weird. It's quite weird. Oh. Oh, I see. It doesn't end in .js. Duh. Okay, still not quite right. Ah, yes, because this is base 58. Check because we wanted it to be browser and node friendly, so we're exporting it in that fashion. Okay, now this is looking good. Now I'm going to go ahead and fold those commits in and then force push because nobody's picked that up yet and they're just ugly commits. Okay. So now one more time with feeling. Cool. All right. So now that's going again. Okay. What is it complaining about this time? Okay. Failed to register the webhook. Why? Why? Be more specific with your feedback, please. All right. Still getting a 502. But what is it getting a 502 about this time? So seems like, I don't know, I'm probably just going to need to set up things on the correct servers, and it might be that, yeah. Okay, there's the checkout demo, there's the checkout merchant services, and then which one is this one again? This is demo. Okay, and then demo. And then, oh, again, same problem. You miss 100% of the servers that you don't run. Ain't it always the way? Okay, cool. All right, interesting that it's telling me that I paid that. Probably because I restarted the service and I think it's got something in memory where it's well, anyway, we'll have a little bit of a, we got a little further along. Okay. There's no way that this is 113 kilobytes. I guess maybe as a QR, you make sure compression's enabled on that, because that should not be 113 kilobytes. But I meant not QR, SVG. Yeah, since I have it as an SVG, if it were a PNG, it'd be, I don't know, what, 10 kilobytes? But if it's compressed, it'd probably do about the same. Okay. All right. So let's see here. So at this point, where we're at is we're starting to move things out so that we're not trying to run our Hello World API and our merchant API the same. We're trying to get the code to the point where dash checkout, which will be used for the merchant services, can be abstracted away from the merchant services and can also be used for the dash checkout demo. So that's kind of where we're at. And let's see here. Status. Under soft quota, webhook. Okay. So everything, I think everything's committed to the browser. Let me just go ahead and give a quick check here. So what's different? What's different here is the name of the package lock, which is fine. the DSMS, which is fine because that's just temporary. So we don't actually need to commit that. That's just part of locally what we're looking at. And then here, I don't think anything has been changed. Oh, I stand corrected. What's been changed? Okay, the way we're using the webhooks. I'm the prefix. I'm not going to change that yet because again, that's kind of just an artifact of some of the hokey bits here. All right, but that looks like that went through just fine. Okay. All right, yeah. So we might split this. I kind of want to get, let's see, where do I want to go next with this? Got to think about this. I think I just want to improve the experience for the demo app. Kind of pull out that dash checkout, some of the dash checkout bits. But I kind of want to start. Let's see here. We got dash checkouts going in the right direction. We need to get dash checkout merchant, this one. We need to figure out where this stuff's going to go. And I still do need to get the to be able to check if a payment's already been made recently. Okay, let's see. Was there anything I needed to do here? Okay, this is no, not yet. Okay, add Postgres database. We got the relay webhooks done. Notify multiple servers. I think that I don't have that done with the Postgres database. I don't have the confirmation, so we still kind of do want that. This is kind of become a laundry list though. It's not add Postgres database. Okay. Split demo code. All right, we're starting to do that. Not quite there yet. Yeah, this is something we need to do. And thinking through the fee schedule, I've thought through the fee schedule, so I'm gonna go close this out because I just needed that to think through it. Bum 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 bum. Okay. I do need to just sit down next time, maybe before I get on, just kind of with pen and paper and think through some things before I get to the code. Because I think, I just want to get this. Well, okay, let me jot down some more notes. All right, I'm going to jot down some more notes. I'm going to put it under dash merchant services. Okay, dash day pass. Oh, that we kind of support for. We still might want to add some more of that stuff too, actually. Express webhook registration, DOM static API keys, keep events for max 1 hour. Yeah, this is all good stuff. Wallet stuff here, generate addresses. There's just a lot of tools. I need to regroup on this and kind of reprioritize because there's a lot of things left over. But still, let's see. Path to paid merchant services. So we've got, I mean, we have payable merchant services, but let's see, update name on UI. That's one. Dash merchant services, not hello API. We want to show token. We want to so now that we've had the merchant services using itself, we want to take the next step over, which is to have the demo API now use the new merchant services. So we just kind of created a new layer last time, and now we're creating the final layer for this, and then the rest is implementation details, I guess. So let's see. Well, I mean, we should know that it works because we've already tried the merchant services against itself. So test hello API against merchant services. This should just work by virtue of working. Move to own server with real domain. Yeah, I'd like to do that soon. Announce. Yeah, what do we need? What do we need to do? All right. Yeah, path to announcing dash merchant services. Okay. Move common bits to dash checkout. I think something like that. Anyway. Oh, actually, here's another thing we need to do before we get there. So we need to implement the payment reminder webhook, i.e. Hit soft quota nearing expiration, etc. And then we do still need to have the check RPC for, I had the thing listed here. Just give me a second. I'm going to go look, see if I can find it. I made a note. I think I made a note to myself in the Discord. By the way, I forgot to mention, you can join the Discord if you want to. Let's see if anybody did. Had a few people since last time. Okay, notes to self. Was it notes to self? It's not in notes to self. Where is it? Where would I have put? Oh, no. It's under live streams. It was in. That's it. It was get address balance. Yeah. I might want to check for transactions as well. Okay. Well, that's all I got for now. Yeah, I do need to consolidate a little bit because I've got 3 projects open on this right now, and well, yeah, it's the right number, but I need to have a more specific target, and I need to figure out when I'm going to be integrating Telebit payments, Telebit payments with this, because that's going to be one of the driving factors, because I need it can be a client of itself. That's not really exciting to drive towards, because there needs there needs to be something other than a demo app. Well, even if okay, even if yeah, I just got to figure out what the target is for the announcement. Is basically what it is are we going to create a demo app where I think we should do both. I think we should create a demo app where the demo app is just doing something fairly silly, um, such as allowing you to use this Hello API, which we could, or it could be a time service. Tells you what time it is, which would have some sort of API that's relatively small, tell you what time it is, tell you, hello with your name put in the template message that comes back. Just 2 or 3 small things like that, and then be able to check your balance and have all of the SQL for creating the user and the tracking of the usage moved into the dash checkout as kind of a, you know, database tier 1. I'm not sure how it should be tracked, but kind of a, a DB basic sub package or something like that. And then have both the merchant services and the hello world should be using that. And then same thing with the user, which I guess we don't really need users right now. But anyway, okay, so kind of thought through it. That's what I got for now. Let's go ahead and see who we should raid. All right, is anybody worth following on? Oh, we've got some people doing mobile development. Oh, somebody's working on their own language? That sounds interesting. I'm going to throw y'all into Eduardo RFS. Let's see how that goes, because that sounds cool. Eduardo RFS. All right, hopefully I spelled that right. Okay. Here we go. Boom. Oh, well, I ironically won't be watching that. But to everybody that's still left here, y'all have a good night, and I will catch you later. Adios.